What got me into cars was way back when I was a young teenager, 14, 15, and so at the time, pretty much when you were getting into drifting, people told you, oh, buy a 240 or buy an old Corolla. And I'm like, okay, so I was looking around on Craigslist and I saw a Corolla and I'm like, you know, these things are pretty cool, you know, maybe I'll be interested in buying one. So went with the family to check out a couple cars and settled on, like, I think it was actually the very first one we looked at. And I was like, oh, this thing's awesome, and I fell in love with it. I mean, it was a piece of junk, quite frankly. It was a pile of crap, and we probably paid too much for it, but I was in love with it. Oh, what do I love the most about my car? That's a hard question. It's been through so many forms that I can't even remember anymore. But if I was to talk in its current form, what it's at now, it's definitely going to be this power plant when it's finally done, the Rotary that's going in this thing. It's going to be loud, shoot flames, everybody's going to love it, it's going to piss off the purists, but whatever, I don't really care. You know, it's what I want to do with my car. It'll be a lot of fun. Alright, about my setup, it's started life as a Series 5 NA 13B motor. It's got a big fat peripheral port in it now. It's had a lot of work done, and I'll be running custom set of throttle bodies from extruded body on it. The whole car is going to be custom front to back. I mean, the motor should make pretty good power. I'm looking at a little shy of 300 horsepower at the wheels is the target, probably around 270-ish. It's running an RX-8 6-speed transmission with it's using an ACT clutch for a turbo 2 because apparently they're the same size for the RX-8 and that. So should give me a lot of grab, which I will need because I am very aggressive with my clutch foot. I like the clutch to get the crap out of it, so it should be good. Suspension-wise, running BC Racing coilovers. The front has a crazy custom lower control arm setup to get a lot of steering angle out of it. It's running T3 Zero Ackerman knuckles. As for rear end, the setup is still in the works, but it will be running a rear performance big axle and spool kit to be able to handle the increased power. Dual caliper setup. As you can, I'm sure, see, lots of crazy aero on the car to make it look cool. For all the cool fanboy points. Yeah, those are pretty much the main points of the car. I'd like to give at least a little bit of a shout out to some of the people who have helped me along the way. Jesus as we like to call him, the Rotary Jesus, local guy that built my motor for me and has been helping me out pretty much every step of the way with getting it together. Gabe at formerly Rampage Fabrication. I know it's not a shop anymore, but when he was still running Rampage Fabrication, he pretty much did every little bit of fab work from front to back on this car. The tube front, the roll cage, the control arms. He did a lot of work on this car, and I can't thank him enough for that. Shout out to my mom and dad. Without them, I wouldn't have such a wonderful place to be able to work on my car. I'd probably figure something out, but man, it's been so much easier having their support every step of the way to be able to do this.